Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we are going back behind my Spotify. And this time around, I'm going to be doing a review of Sick Sick Soul Volume 1 by Ren and the Skinner Brothers. Now, the last video I made on Ren was about the whole Cujo situation. And that was like probably a moment where I was like, you know, when I reviewed his album Sick Boy, I think at the time I was judging it too harshly. And like then the Cujo situation happened, and then that whole thing happened, and yeah, and I still have the CD. It's I think it's in my car actually. I'm pretty sure it's in my car. But yeah, no, I've loved everything that Ren's putting out. I know he's still got an album he wants to put out, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though. I think like I've heard that the album he wants to put out has a bunch of like it's a huge collaboration project. It's not this. Like I'm pretty sure I can't remember the last thing he put out before. Let me just check real quick, cuz the last thing he put out outside the CT, it was it was Slaughterhouse. I'm pretty sure it was Slaughterhouse. That was like the last thing. Yeah, and then there was Vincent's Tale, and Vincent's Tale I think is off of a whole nother project. But I don't know, Ren's got a lot in the works, and this EP surprised me. This is like, I don't know, this whole EP, and by the way, I do have the CD right there. It's pretty cool. There's a backside to it as well with all the, that's such a, dude, the art for this is so sick. Like actually, it looks so cool. I almost feel like the CD of this should have been that, like just that circle, but it's not. It's just that. But it's pretty cool regardless. But this whole EP really surprised me. Like it almost feels like it's a mix of like I think I've listened to Ren's older stuff, and it feels like it's a mix of like Ren's older stuff with some inspiration from like his band. I forget what the name of it is. The Big Push. I feel it's a mix of like his older stuff and stuff from the Big Push and any other inspiration that Ren might have, along with like whatever the Skinner Brothers does. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a group, or it might just be one dude. I don't know. It might be one dude, but I don't know his work too much. But like this whole EP surprised me. It's like, let's get into it before I just ramble. I like to ramble a lot, but this whole EP is just, it is so genre fluid. It's not even funny. Like this EP has so much in it, because it's not like anything off of, I mean, it's got stuff that could have been off of Sick Boy, but like it's packed filled with so many different genres that like there is no genre for this EP. You could just say it's alternative, but like it's not. There's EDM stuff, there's acoustic stuff, there's guitar stuff. Like there's so much to this EP, and I think, me personally, I think this is like my favorite thing that Ren has put out since Sick Boy. Like, I don't know what his album is going to sound like. I don't know what the Vincent's Tale project is going to sound like. This is my favorite thing, like, outside of an album that he has done. Like, truly, like, I listened to this whole thing to work and back home, and, dude, it's so good. It is phenomenal. Like, I don't know if I have a favorite song on here. I think it might be, I'm pretty sure it's Truth or Dare, and it's only because, well, I don't know. I think So the Story Goes. Honestly, it might be the first three. I think the first three are my favorites, but the reason I said Truth or Dare, and I'm just going to pull this up real quick. There is a line that I absolutely love in Truth or Dare, and it's the Skinner Brothers is the one saying that line. So I don't know if Ren wrote that. I'm pretty sure the other dude wrote it. But the line is, I got dinks in my armor, It Ain't Shining, which, if you don't know me, I love everything to do with like medieval times, that sort of era, and just the history of it all. To hear a line like that just kind of made me smile. I'm like, oh, someone also feels the same way that I do. But such a good line. I got dinks on my armor, it ain't shining. So like you're kind of a battle scarred knight in a way, but it's so cool. And Ren's made a lot of like King Arthur medieval references in Sick Boy, which is really cool. But no, this EP's sick. Like, if you don't like this EP, I mean, it could just be you're just a fan of Ren, but like, dude, it combines like all of his work, and I'm assuming all of the Skinner Brothers work. It's just a solid EP, and it's not what I was expecting Ren to put out. I was expecting him to put out like either Vincent's Tale or the other album he's working on. I don't know if that album and Vincent's Tale are one project. I have no idea. It's just from what I've heard through the grapevine, being like the album he's working on has a bunch of features on it. It's not just him on that album. It's a bunch of like collaborations and stuff like that. And then Vincent's Tale is his own thing, but I don't know if that's an album or an EP or whatever, what have you. But nah, man, this thing's solid. It's actually like, it's probably, if like, I don't usually put EPs on like an album of the year type deal, right? But like, in terms of EPs, this thing might be my favorite EP of the year. Like, because I think the only other EP that's dropped this year that like I listened to in full was NF Sphere, which I do have a review. I don't know if it's out now. It might be, but I did a review for that, and like I didn't love every song on that EP. I like every song on this EP, like for sure. It's solid because like I think I prefer the first three over the second three because like I feel like Dream Life, Pink Heineken, those are like chiller songs. I think like the EP starts like, I would say hard, and then things wind down. I think that's the vibe of the EP. Like, it starts fast and then goes slow, but it's not all slow, but like, you get what I mean? Like, the EP doesn't, that's why it's called, I think it's why it's called Sick Sick Soul, because it goes sick, and then it starts being like soulful. It starts being like all relaxing and vibey, which I really like. It's really cool. And also the music videos, because they all tell a story, right? I was literally picturing the music videos when I was hearing the songs because I've watched them all, you know. It's wild, man. It's wild that I feel this way about an EP compared to like his album, because there's songs on Sick Boy that I'm not a huge fan of, but again, I like the album a lot. And it is wild. Ren goes through so much, but he always seems to like climb his way back to the top, you know, because the whole Cujo situation, I talked about it, but like he's kind of pulled himself out of that, and he dropped a deluxe edition of Sick Boy, which I have pre-ordered. It's on the way. I think it said it was making a label, so I assume it's coming. But nah, man, he always seems to find his way from the dark to the light, which is really cool. It's really cool to see him shine again. It's really cool. I like that he keeps finding his way out of whatever darkness is in, and now he's finding the light. I think next year, I'm just assuming here, I think next year is going to be Ren's year for sure, because I have a feeling he'll drop that album he's been working on, drop the Vincent's Tale project, whichever one's first, and he's going to just take over 2026 for sure. This is like this is a telltale sign of it, you know. But yeah, man, the CP was super sick. If I had to give it a rating, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it like a 10. I think it's a 10. I don't know. I wouldn't put it any lower, because every song is different. But every song, like, I don't know. Every song has a different genre to a different flavor, but like, this EP doesn't miss. It's very well thought out and very well done. So, congrats to Ren on the release, by the way. Again, I got it right here, so I'll probably be listening to it every once in a while, but dude, you killed it. You killed it. You really did. It's really good. I like it a lot. But anywho, that's going to be the video for today. But thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.